Everyone, welcome back to Cleanastic, and today, as our summer fun plan, we're going to show you guys how to clean a Bestway 10x30 pool without draining it. We're going to show you how to shock the pool. We're going to show you how to clean it. We're also going to show you how to prevent algae from forming in your pool. So stay tuned and watch the video all the way through. So, before we get started to clean our pool, there are some things you need, and most of the things you need are some things are optional. So what we have here, we have a water testing kit. You always want to be able to test the water to see the pH levels in there, make sure they're within the normal standard of safety. We also have a handy dandy $10 pool vacuum. It is not necessary, but if you have dirt at the bottom of your pool, this will pick it up excellently. We also have a handy dandy pool net. This is to get the big debris from the pool. If you don't have a pool net, you also can use a rake or a tennis racket or anything that won't harm the pool. So you don't have to have a net, but it's definitely recommended for the small debris. We also have a sponge here. We use this to clean the inside of the walls of the pool. When the algae start to build up, we kind of like wipe it down with the sponge. We also have a little sponge here just for extra. So the chemicals you're going to need. Right now this is currently in German, but we're going to have the link in the description for the American version of the product. So we have the chloride. These are granulates. And granules. Sorry, these are granules. And these are for disinfecting the pool. So we normally put this in after a day of use. We also have pool clarifier. We also have a pH minus, so if the pool has a lot of pH in it, you add a little bit of this and it's going to reduce the pH level. And we're going to show you how to measure it and how to test it to see it. We also have the algae protection prevention solution here. This is help to keep your pool safe and clean and prevents algae. We also have the chloride plus. This is for shocking the pool. All these things here, we're going to have the American links in the description. We also have our bucket. We like to put our granules inside of here first, and then we stir it around here. We also have our kitchen measure, so we want to get the right quantities of grams to match what we have in the pool. And that right there concludes our inventory of the things we need to successfully clean our pool without draining it.
Second part is that I'm going to use this soft sponge to get the algae off the pool floor and the pool sides.
Yeah.
Normally algae is built first on the sides of the pool, on the walls, and yeah, with the sponge you just loosen them up that you can clean it with the vacuum after this.
Okay. And most of the time, algae come because there's direct sunlight on the pool when you don't cover it, so they tend to build that way. And also, we're going to show you how to use algae protection in your pool. And the great thing about using these chemicals is that they're safe. Okay, so you can put them in your pool using the right amount of dosage and know that it's going to work. You can use a pool brush. And we actually don't really have any algae in our pool right now because we've been actually maintaining it the right way, but we're just going through the steps. For those of you guys that do have algae in your pool, y'all know to use a soft brush, wipe it off the side of the wall, the floor, and basically that's how we take care of the algae in our pool. So as you see, she's just demonstrating that she's going around, she's loosening up the debris. And
you can see the water is kind of cloudy right now, so it is something in there. Even though you might not see the algae, they can still
be in there.
Up.
Yep.
And some of the vacuums, pool vacuums, already got brushes on there, so you can let this step be and just use the vacuum directly.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the third step in cleaning your pool is you want to try to get the dirt off the floor. So we purchased a pool vacuum. It's a very amazing product for cleaning the bottom of the pool. So you just go up in zigzag motions, go around the pool, make sure you get all the dirt off the pool. Now, if you don't have a pool vacuum, that's okay, because there are things you can do to prevent dirt in your pool. So the first thing you want to do, you can have a baby pool that the kids step into the pool first, and then they clean their feet, and then they get into the actual pool. Secondly, you can also have a little plastic mat that they can clean their feet off and step inside of the pool. Now also, we showed you guys in our other video how to clean a pool without a vacuum. So go ahead and check that video out whenever you have time. Another thing I want to mention is that if you put suntan lotion on, if you have greasy hair or greasy skin, you also want to throw tennis balls in the pool. You can put about 5 to 6 tennis balls in the pool, and this will absorb the oil, the dirt off your body, and you will know the ball is getting clean because the tennis balls are dirty. Okay, so this is a very important product to have. It's not really necessary to have though. But sometimes the water hose comes off. You gotta do is just connect it back on here easy.
And if you don't know how to put a pool vacuum cleaner together, we made a video how to clean your pool with a vacuum, and we show you exactly how to put this one together.
Yeah. So as you can see here, there's dirt coming inside of the bag. So I mean, for $9, it's not a bad investment. So another cool tip is when you're using a pool vacuum, if you have one, you can go ahead and use the vacuum, and some of the debris is going to come off the bottom of the pool. So you also want to use your net simultaneously and keep, because sometimes things are stuck at the bottom of your pool, and the pool vacuum would just help to loosen it up, and you just go ahead around the pool, just keep cleaning it up. And yeah, and that's just another insider tip. It's not necessary, but something extra to help you out with.
So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna shock your pool with chlorine. This is a product, it says that after shocking it you can go in the water 30 minutes after it. That's good if you don't have a pump, if your pool doesn't have a filter pump, but our pool has a pump, so we can also turn it on for a little while after shocking the pool, that it gets done the best way.
Right.
You gotta shock the pool whenever algae build up in your pool. Now we took all the stuff out. We used the net, we used the vacuum. Now the water is cloudy, milky, so we're gonna use the chlorine shocker to get all the algae rests out of the pool.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show you how this works now.
So just to add a little note in there, you have to realize that there are two different types. You got the chlorine for disinfect, and you got the one for pool shock. And pool shock is basically to prevent algae from building up, all the bacteria, and it helps to keep your pool overall clean. So right now we're going to go ahead and measure it.
So depending on our pool size, we need 80 grams of chlorine for our pool.
And that's our Bestway 10 by 30. So it actually holds, in American measurements, 1,100 gallons. So how much we got to put on there?
60 grams.
60 grams. So you have a Bestway pool 10 by 30, then you can follow along. If not, you're just going to have to adjust the measurements based on the quantity or how much water you have in your pool. We're also going to have the links in description to the American products. It's basically the same thing, just American brand. So how much you have in there?
I got 62 grams.
62 grams.
So you're going to put it in a bucket of water.
And this is the shock. Just remember, this is the shocking part.
And you're going to have to dissolve it. It has to dissolve before you put it inside the water.
And that takes about 4 to 5 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and stop it and come back when everything is dissolved. So basically we added the shock into the pool. The water is looking a little milky, murky, so we want to get that looking nice and fresh. So one of the things you can do is you can use a product called pool clarifier. And as you can see here, my wife has a pool clarifier. As I mentioned 1,000 times, it is in German, but we're going to have the link to the American product in the description below. So go ahead and explain to us, sweetie.
So depending on our pool size, 3,800 liters of water, we need about 20 milliliters of pool clarifier. So that's not really much, and I'm not going to use no measuring cup for this because we don't have no small one. I'm just going to stir a little bit in there.
Yep. And don't forget, the Bestway 10 by 30, it can hold 11 gallons. Sorry, 1,100 gallons of water. Okay.
It also says if your pool is a lot cloudy, you know, if it's like a lot, then you can use a little bit more. So
right.
It's not so bad, you know, you don't have to measure it perfectly.
Right. And also
do it the same way how I just did it.
Yep.
What's the other stuff?
Any products are actually safe. They're not going to cause any harm or danger. So if you're pregnant, it's okay to be in the pool. Just don't swallow the water, okay? You know. And yeah, so she's going back around. And if you have a filter pump, like I said earlier, you can easily, the water will just flow in a circular motion. But those of y'all who do not have a filter pump, just go ahead and get that stick and stir it around until for like 2 to 3 minutes. All right.
So last and final thing I'm going to show you right now is the algae protection, the algae prevention. So you have to use this every 14 days if your pool is clean, just to prevent algae. If your pool isn't clean and you got the algae in it and you did everything what we just did now, you can shock it with this algae protection, and you're going to stir about 100 milliliter, 90 to 100 milliliter in there. For our pool size, you're going to have to measure your own amount.
So basically, there are a bunch of technical things you can learn about this. So we did all the research for you. So if you follow this step, you don't have to go online and try to figure all this stuff out, okay? So if you have a Bestway pool and you want to clean it without changing the water, just follow this video, go through our other videos, and you will know exactly what to do. So basically, she's going to pour the algae protection in the pool, and yes, you can put all of these chemicals together. They're non-harmful, and yeah. So this is going to protect you from algae, and you also want to make sure that you cover your pool up because it loves to grow from the beautiful sunshine that we're having here lately.
And when we're done with this, we're going to turn our pool filter pump on.
Yep.
And cover it up.
Okay, go ahead and mix it in with our pool. Okay. All right. So, like I said again, all the products links will be in the description. Okay, good job, honey. I'm proud of you. Making me proud. Okay. Alright, so we've reached the final part of this video. And this is for people that have a pump. So the first thing you want to do, you want to go ahead and turn the pump on. So we plugged it up. We're going to run the pump for about 1 to 2 hours or longer. When you're using a pump, you want to make sure that you open this up and you clean the filter out first. And we have a video on all of this stuff right there, okay? So once the pump is running, you want to make sure you add some more water in your pool. Okay? And when the water is full in there, you're going to wait to the next day, I should say, and you use your water testing kit, and this will tell you the levels of cleanliness in your water. And like I said before, there's so many technical terms to the pool, so we researched for y'all. We got the best information how to clean your Bestway pool without draining it.
And we also have a video on how to use this testing kit, so you can find out in our other video.
Yep. So the final step to this video was that you have to cover your pool. Make sure you do not leave the water hose in there. Also, when the pump is running, make sure that there is no one in the pool. Make sure that the water doesn't splash and cause electrical hazard. All the products is going to be in the link, and we just hope you guys like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and let's keep growing this channel.
See you soon.
See you soon.